Welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to learn the very basics of networking. As you know, it is a very initial class of networking. This class is gonna be very crucial for your networking career. If you want to get into networking, then surely this class is going to make your foundation for networking career. So in this class we are going to learn what is a network and what is networking, what is inter-network, and what is inter-networking. And types of network. And the basic requirements to form a network. These are the basic concepts which we are going to learn in this class. So let's take very first one, that is your network. So when I asked what is a network, then most of the students replied the same answer, saying that network is Twitter, Facebook, Yahoo Messenger, etc. and many more social networking websites or application softwares. They say this is a network. No, it is not a network. These are the applications, network aware applications, network aware apps which work on a network. So for better understanding of these applications, we need to understand first what is a network. So network is, suppose for example, I and you are communicating. So you and me are a system and we are interconnected via air. So because we are interconnected via air, that's why we are able to communicate. We can have discussions, we can have different modes of communication, we can have different forums. Even we can go to media and we can arrange different programs where we would be delivering lectures. So all these are the applications. The basic concept behind these applications, the modes of communication and forums and seminars and discussions, the basic is that we are able to communicate. We are in a system where air is a medium between you and me, which is taking my voice up to your ear. So you and me and this air, we are interconnected with each other by this air. It means we are a network. And on this network, there are many communication applications which are running. In the same way, if two computers or two devices are connected with each other, whether it be wire connectivity or wireless connectivity, whether these devices are computers, laptops, mobile phones, printers, servers, if these are interconnected, then this is called a network. Got it? If these two computers, after being connected, now these are communicating. Suppose this computer A sending a message to computer B or sending a request, and in turn PCB is replying back. So this communication is called networking. So what we have known is communication between interconnected devices. Is called networking. An interconnection of two and more devices is a network. In the same way, if suppose here we have taken an example of two computers, there may be 4 or 5 and 50 and 100 computers depending upon the size of the company and the requirement. You may be connecting, suppose for example, 4 PCs, PC A, PC B, PC C and PC D. In this case you need an extra device, whether it is a hub or switch or bridge. You may be using one of the devices, networking devices, to provide connectivity between these 4 devices. So in this case, this is a network. For example, let's give a name to this network. Suppose this is 10.0 network, 10.0.0.0 network. In the same way, we may be having another network out here, and here also 4 devices connected. Here we have connected via hub, and here switch. Right, and it is 11.0.0.0 network. If these two networks are interconnected, this is called internetwork. If 2 or more networks are connected, 2 or more networks are interconnected, right? So this is called internetwork, and if these two networks are communicating with each other, this is called internetworking. Communication between interconnected networks is called internetworking. Moreover, there are different devices we would be discussing in detail in upcoming sessions, like hub, switch and bridges and routers. When we are going to communicate across the network, then we need a device called router. Router is a device, internetworking device, which is used to provide communication across the network among different networks. Now let's come, is it clear to all of you? Okay. Now let's come to the next topic, that is types of networks. Types of networks based on geographical area. You may be having your 10 computers in one close geographical location. Suppose a floor of a building or a building itself or a campus, 10 computers, 50 computers, very close geographical location. This kind of network in which you are having your devices limited to a close geographical area, that kind of network is called LAN, local area network. It spans up to a close geographical area. Got the point? Okay. Now next types of network is MAN, metropolitan area network. So example of LAN, you can say in a floor you have 20 computers. In a building you have 20 computers connected via using a switch. So you have connected 20 computers. So this is a LAN in a building or in a floor or a campus. Now these kind of LANs you may be having in different geographical locations across the city. That combination of those LANs is called MAN, metropolitan area network. It spans across a city, right? Is it clear? Okay. Now next kind of network is WAN, wide area network. Okay. It can span across the cities. Or even countries, right? For example, you have a building over here in Delhi. So you have one of your offices. Suppose let's say it's a head office of your company in Delhi. This is your head office, right? So this is a network and you are using 100 computers here. There are 100 employees which are working here in this location. So this is a LAN, right? And this is one more building in USA of the same company. In USA, the branch office of the same company. And here also, suppose for example you have 100 computers, right? So now for connectivity between these two locations you need an ISP into the picture, Internet Service Provider. So you need to contact your Internet Service Provider, whether it is Airtel, Tata, Reliance or any other service provider, broadband internet access provider, right? So this kind of network is called, this is the WAN. So you can say geographical definition is it can span across the cities or even countries, and it is a collection of two or more LANs. MAN is also a collection of two or more LANs, but MAN is restricted to a city. It can span across the city, it can span within a city. It cannot have multiple cities in the single MAN. or it cannot span across the countries. Have you got the point? Okay. So WAN can span worldwide. So the extension of WAN, you can say it is internet. You can have multiple wide area networks, or extended wide area network is called your internet, where you are having hundreds and thousands and lakhs of MANs, LANs, WANs. That is the big picture of internet. Now the next topic is, what are the basic requirements to form a network? Okay. So very first thing you need is an IC, network interface card. The second one is media. The third one is protocol. Fourth one is logical address. Okay. What is an IC? Suppose you are connecting two computers. So where you are putting your cable into a slot, that slot is in your NIC, network interface card. This is a card which is built in with your computer, and you put your cable into that slot. Basically it is an interface between a network and you. So it is a basic requirement to form a network. Without this card you cannot have network connectivity. Fine. Media is a cable which you are using to connect these two computers. It can be an optical fiber cable, or wireless medium, or UTP cable. You might have learned about category 5E, 6E, Cat 6, Cat 5. These are the cables which are these are the basically media. And if it is a wireless connectivity, wireless medium, then you are using radio frequencies. But there is a media, whether it is wireless, radio frequencies, or a wire. Media. Protocols are set of rules, basically. Set of rules. If I am communicating in English with you, then you should also be knowing the English language. Otherwise, we will not be able to communicate. In the same way, if this computer is known about a protocol called TCP/IP, protocol suite, then this computer also should be aware of the same protocol. So protocol is a set of rules which a communication system governs. And the fourth one is logical address. So every computer, like a human being, in the whole world, a human being needs an address to communicate with each other. That unique address in networking called logical address or IP address. This is the basic requirement to form a network. This IP address or logical address is an address like you have your addresses, your home addresses, which are unique in the world and which you use for the communication with your friends, with your family members, and for your business purposes. In the same way, every computer or every device, networking device, has a unique address called logical address. So these are the basic requirements to form a network. That's it for today class. That's it for this session. If you want to watch more videos, then you can access the website c9soft.com. Thanks for watching.